Hey there, All Things MSP crew. We are back again with another vendor update. And of course, these are my favorite kind of vendor updates. The vendor updates where we actually get to bring an MSP partner onto the show to talk about the specific vendor, because I think there is no better way for you guys to figure out how a vendor works with MSPs than to talk to another MSP. So we have Errol Kelly from Cidian here today to talk about EasyDMARC. Hey, Errol.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going well, going well. I can't complain. It's a nice day here in North Carolina.
Yeah, it's a little warm here. I'm in Florida, so it
Okay.
is a little warm, but it'll be warm here until the end of September.
Well, that is
But
why I left Florida.
yeah, I get it. I get it. A lot of people, a lot of people leave Florida and go to North Carolina, and then people from Ohio come to Florida. So it's how it goes.
Yes, that is pretty
I'm
much.
I'm one of the rare people here in Florida that actually is from Florida. Most of the people are from elsewhere.
So I am actually third generation Floridian, even though I don't live there anymore.
Okay, well, we'll still claim you.
Oh yeah, and I still have lots of family there. So, but let's not take away from the time that we have to talk about EasyDMARC, because they're the ones who thankfully brought you to this call and invited you to share a little bit about them and about you and Cidian. So let's start with you and your kind of MSP journey and Cidian's journey as well.
Um, Absolutely. So I started my MSP in 2010. I was the former CIO of a larger insurance agency here in Jacksonville. And I saw a need for MSP services for all different sizes of insurance agencies. And so I decided to go into MSP land. And I've been here ever since. We've, just like every other MSP, I've tried this and I've tried that. And tried every tool that there is out there, but we've been going strong since 2010, and I enjoy it. I enjoy working with my customers, and I enjoy the camaraderie I have with some of the vendors. So
Awesome. And that is a big part of the industry, is community and how well the partners and the vendors work together. And I know that that's a strong point of EasyDMARC, because they're not just out there, selling a tool, selling a product to MSPs. They actually provide you with a lot of information and sales material and stuff like that to help you, get the message out to your clients. Tell me a little bit more about that.
So EasyDMARC does a great job of marketing and providing marketing for us. They gave us a tool that we can use for clients to say, hey, do you even need this product? We've worked with a couple other vendors where that tool was an additional cost. Um, so it was great that that tool's free. We've actually been able to use that tool to go into a client. Now use it as part of our cybersecurity risk assessments to say, this is what we see on your email. And it's just another, an added layer of stuff that we have to give to a prospective client. And it works out great for us.
That's great. Now, when you started looking for a DMARC solution, what was the problem that you were trying to solve for your MSP?
Well, honestly, when DMARC came about, all of our clients were like, we have to blame it on Google, right? All of our clients were like, hey, Google says they're not going to accept our email if we don't have a DMARC in place. And Yahoo said the same thing. So we thought, hey, you know what, we can handle it. We can worry about, DMARC solutions. It's just something that we're going to add into our DNS. And so we were going to do that manually. And then was EasyDMARC. I saw them at a show and we sat down and I was like, this is simple. This is easy. I can put everything that the client has. Clients change stuff all the time and don't tell you. So EasyDMARC gives us the ability to say, hey, we're seeing email now come from SendGrid. Oh yeah, we changed this and now this comes from SendGrid. And so, we're able to have those conversations with the client. Whereas before, the client would just be mad because things weren't working. So we can be more proactive with the client, say, this is where we're seeing stuff coming from. and it really has helped. It's helped not just in DMARC, it helps in SPF, and that was easy to set up as well. So in DCAM. So you got DMARC, DCAM, and SPF, and it works great. And it is intuitive and something that everyone in my office can actually look at and was easy to understand.
Yeah, and that's a big one that a lot of people don't think about that can sometimes cause an urgent issue, right? Is when marketing adds some other type of application to their stack, and all of a sudden they can't use it because emails aren't going out because all of those things that you just mentioned are not configured correctly on the domain.
Yeah, and the number of times we see that a lot with, and I don't want to pick on marketing people, but we see that a lot with marketing people because not all marketing people understand what DNS records do. And so we'll literally have a marketing company that will come in and just move all of the name servers to their server, and then things are broken. But also, we'll see that in different applications that accounting. And I'm just thinking about the last one that we saw. There was an accounting program that we decided we're going to use this accounting package as opposed to this accounting package, and this accounting package uses Mailgun, and this one used SendGrid. And so there was well, why isn't it working? It should be working. It's coming from our email. And so we had to literally sit down and say, okay, it's now coming from somewhere else. So where is this coming from? And they're like, oh yeah, we did start using a new accounting package. And you're like, okay, now that makes sense.
Yep. And we're not really picking on marketing people here. It's just because marketing uses email more than anybody else in terms of other applications to do the sending of email and stuff like that. So that's why they generate more of these issues than anybody else. So
they do.
Yes. So when you landed on EasyDMARC as the solution, what were some of the key things that made you think that EasyDMARC was going to be the solution that was going to be best for you?
Honestly, it was ease of use. So I was able to understand what we were doing. So when I sat down with EasyDMARC, DMARC, and all of the other stuff that's included with that, aside from SPF, because I believe that as an MSP we have SPF down, but all of that was like a mystery, and I was confused as to. I knew that we needed these records. I was actually confused as to what they do. And so I sat down with EasyDMARC at the show, and literally in a 5-minute conversation, I was able to understand not only what it was, but how EasyDMARC could help with that, and how easily I could just move that stuff over to EasyDMARC through some DNS records, and they were handling it. And then on top of that, they gave me the reporting so that I could include that with my quarterly business reports, and then also so I could see, why there were things that were happening. I really do enjoy the reports that we get on a monthly basis that tell us where emails are coming from, and so I can say, these are the things that we stop.
Yeah, and I really liked that about EasyDMARC as well, was the reporting, because it was so easy to read, not only for me, who has a technical background like yourself, but also to be readable by the clients and kind of understand, where the issues are, what you did block, and probably more importantly with DMARC, how many emails got through that they were trying to send to generate revenue.
Correct. Especially, again, we can pick on marketing for a minute, but marketing people love to see those reports, and they love to see that the emails actually got delivered. And so that's one of the things that you can do with EasyDMARC as well. But being able to pick that up was so key, because I was able to pick it up easily. I knew that my staff would be able to pick it up easily. And then, for every new client, they could program it easily. And it took a couple of minutes for each client, and it was done.
Another thing, we talked about ease of use. One of the other things that I found easy about EasyDMARC was the extra information they gave me if things were not configured correctly, kind of the automated help, so to speak, to get those things configured properly. Have you guys had to deal with any of that?
We have on our side, we haven't actually had to deal with some of that on the client side, but on our side, we've seen a couple of issues where they give you like an exclamation point, and you can click on that, and it will actually tell you what it's missing, and so you can go in and easily fix that, and that's great because you know one of the reasons we use EasyDMARC is we're not email geniuses. We understand MSP stuff and we understand DNS per se, but some of that is a mystery to us. So understanding that okay, this is not delivering. A perfect example on ours again that we worked on last week is Go High Level was not sending out our marketing emails, and so we were like, "What is the issue?" So we go into EasyDMARC, and EasyDMARC helped us to understand what was needed and what we needed to add in EasyDMARC in order to make Go High Level send stuff out.
Yeah, and I think that's so critical that they not only help you get started from a you guys use it for risk assessment, so it's useful there for getting new clients and explaining to new clients where they're at from an email standpoint. And then it helps you configure their SPF, DKIM, and DMARC properly so that you get them set up correctly. And then it continues with those ongoing reports to alert you when new applications pop up that maybe not set up in DKIM or DMARC, and what emails are getting or not getting through, so that on an ongoing basis you're helping that client manage the deliverability and security of their email.
Yes. And I think clients appreciate the fact that their email is secure. And we've had several clients who have had issues in the past where someone's gotten into their email or there's been some email spoofing that's happened. And I think clients really do appreciate the fact that we have that lockdown and we can now report on what emails are trying to be sent but weren't able to be sent because of the EasyDMARC that we've set up and the DKIM and the DMARC and the SPF.
Yeah, and I think it is important. You made a point a few minutes ago about how it allows your technicians to go in and do a lot of stuff, even though they aren't email geniuses. And I think that's an important point for MSPs today, because MSPs today have so many more things that they kind of need to be geniuses on, right? But don't have the time. And being able to do this with EasyDMARC, I think, really does help solve part of that problem.
Well, like I said, I mean, I had no knowledge about what any of this meant. I mean, again, we knew about SPF, but DKIM and DMARC is something that we knew about it, but keeping it up to date, we were in the dark about it. So giving that over to EasyDMARC, having it, we understand it now a little, but what we do know is that EasyDMARC is the one that's handling that. And if something is broken, not only do we have a report, but they'll help us to fix it. And if something's really bad broken, their back end support will also help us. And we've used them quite extensively as well. And we appreciate all of the help that they offer.
Now, we've covered a lot today. Is there anything else that you would want to tell another MSP who's looking at a DMARC tool that might help them choose EasyDMARC over another solution?
Well, there are a lot of DMARC solutions out there. EasyDMARC to me for the cost, for the ease of use, for everything that it includes, I think it was a great option for us, and it is a great addition to our MSP. And I'm happy that we have them. It's a really good. When you go to these shows, there's 1,000 different vendors, and they all want your money. But I think EasyDMARC was something that I spent money on that it was a actual beneficial to our business, and I would recommend them to anyone.
Awesome. Well, Earl, thank you so much for doing this today. And if anybody out there wants to know more about EasyDMARC, just go to atmsp.link EasyDMARC. Have a great one.